it's Brian Darian here from the Disability Digest to address a commonly asked question about Social Security disability hearings. Now, this commonly applies to those of you that go through the disability approval process and don't get approved at the initial or reconsideration, or it would also apply to those of you that have a continuing disability review and it's not in your favor and you appeal it and you need to go back to court. So what I'm going to break down for you are the different types of hearings that you can go to. There's 4, and I'll give you my assessment of the pros and cons, and then at the end I'm going to give you my most important tip to winning your hearing. So Brian here again from the Disability Digest. I've been helping individuals for 18 years get their benefits, keep them, maximize them with the team here at the Disability Digest. So I hope you enjoy this information and stay tuned for more. Alright, so first of all, the obvious way to me and likely for others to go to a hearing is you actually go to a physical location and you sit in front of a judge like a typical court environment. And that has been the typical protocol for Social Security up until we have this wonderful thing called COVID. And the pros of going into a courtroom is that you have a live interaction face-to-face. They can see you. If there's any mobility issues, then they can assess those. And they can move paperwork back and forth because you're actually physically there, so there is that human touch. The con is there's travel required, and oftentimes these hearing offices are in a downtown location. You've got to go there, find parking, you can even sit in the waiting room until it's your hearing time. It's time consuming, and then there's health risks. I mean, there's still, even today at the time of this recording, just had a family member who had COVID, so it's still out there, among other things. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you can go to a hearing location, which could be that same office, and do a video hearing, so you're not right in front of the judge. You're participating with a big monitor that has the judge on it, and you're there with your attorney, optimistically if you have one, and going through the same process. So you can still exchange some papers because there will be somebody there as a representative in court, but you still have the travel and you still have the health risk. So for me, I don't know, there's not a big advantage to going in through that extra effort to a hearing office. So, but that's number 2. Number 3 is you can participate from your home like this through Microsoft Teams, which is a video conferencing system that is, if you're technologically proficient, it's not going to be a challenge for you to use, and that could be a good option. The advantages of doing it from your home: super easy commute, you're not exposed to the health risks, and you have a visual component still, but not like for the full body, so they can see you like sit or stand or what your limitations are. But I'm going to talk more about that in a moment as we wrap up here. The challenge is technical issues, and it might not be with you, it might be with your attorney trying to participate. So there is the risk there. If it is a technical issue, Social Security, in my experience, has been understanding, and they can reschedule for either another Teams session or for another mode of hearing. Okay? So we've talked about in-person, going to that office, participating from home via video, and then telephone. Telephone has become very popular. Now, in telephone, the reason why is it was really common throughout COVID, and it's easy. People can participate from their home, and most people know how to use the telephone. No travel required. The drawbacks are there's no visual cues. Like there isn't the ability to see anybody, but it has very low technical challenges. So those are the pros and cons. So it's reliable, easy to use, and you don't have the ability to move paperwork back and forth because you're not in person. So those are the four. This is what I encourage you to consider. This is my experience with both the cases that we directly partner with to represent to get approved, and then there's 192,000 people here, so we talk to and see lots of people. How you do your hearing, in my opinion, has a really slight difference in your ability to get approved. And the reason for that is your disability case is based on evidence and not your physical evidence so much as how you appear, but the evidence that is in writing in your medical records. How are your conditions documented? How are your limitations documented? What is the consistency of your treatment? There's other factors like your work history, like your age. Those are all like data text driven. That doesn't matter where you are. So that's why from a phone hearing perspective, we've seen we haven't seen a drop off. So the point is, if you focus on your case and you have a good case, then it really doesn't matter how you do your hearing. And that's ultimately the point here that you have. So follow the information that we have here at the Disability Digest. A few things that I want to mention in wrapping up is that we provide these videos for you, but the best way that we can really help you is if you join us as a member or update us as a member, because when you complete your profile, we can get you to the right information that's going to help you get your disability approval case set up so that it can get approved ideally before you go to a hearing. So if you're just starting, we have a section of a course that helps you with that, or you applied and waiting, we have a different section, applied and denied, that's different. So, and if you're approved and you're concerned about this, we have a continuing disability review course, among other things. So there's no charge for your membership, and there is no charge for the courses that we enroll you in. We're supported in other ways by ads and sponsors and services that allow us to do these videos and provide the courses to help you out. So one last thing is, around this video I'm going to put the links to the Social Security information about the different types of hearings. In my opinion, they don't provide information that's in-depth and from real experience like this, but you're welcome to check them out. Hope you enjoyed this. Love to hear your comments, and stay tuned for more. Make it a great day.